people want to treat their pastor not as a pastor, and but they treat him as a consultant, right? Um, that a lot of times people come or interact with the pastor when only there is a need. And I describe that when you really want to have a complete, full, true, real relationship with the pastor, it involves commitment. Any true, beneficial relationship requires commitment, all right? And again, the relationships can be a range of relationships, such as parent-child, sister-brother, in terms of family. It could also be boss-employee or business owner-employee. It could be pastor-member. It could be, so relationships can run the range, husband and wife, okay? The relationships can run the range of relationships. Any good and productive and mutually beneficial relationships requires commitment. When there is no commitment, when there's no signs and no time of commitment, no talent of commit that's committed, when there's no treasure that's commitment, all right, on both ends, then you really don't have the full and complete relationship that is necessary where both individuals, both parties feel blessed by the relationship. And this goes again with the teaching, pastor or consultant. When the pastor is doing all the commitment of time, all the commitment of talent and gifting and whatever, okay, and even sometimes treasure, and the one that's interacting with the pastor is not committing their time, not committing their talent, not committing their treasure, all right? And the number one way of committing time is when you come to fellowship with the pastor, when you come to Bible study, when you come to service, our weekly services, okay, in-person services. That commitment of time, it requires commitment, okay? Or a commitment of treasure. Commitment of talent means that you volunteer in different departments, different things to help build the work of the church. It requires commitment. When that is lacking, you don't have a complete relationship. And so, of consequence, and by consequence, whenever the relationship goes on, usually people are interacting with the pastor just out of need. There's something that's popped up that's urgent, that's critical, that's emergency, and they only interact. They don't give the time. The only time the pastor sees them or hears from them is when there's a need. Then the pastor's been reduced to a consultant. I'm consulting you because there's a need. I'm consulting. We want to make sure that there's a complete relationship, a two-way street. Y'all gonna be hearing me reference this heavily through 2023.